Weapons online.
Hello everybody and welcome to Inner Sphere Coalition Week 5. Dropship 4 versus Sky Rangers of Terra. Would have been live a lot sooner, except that my kids killed my Steam by opening up on the other computer since I just switched over to Steam on this thing. So I had to re-log in and re-invite the teams again. I do have 1.5 teams here right now. Got all of SROT and 3 of D4. Just waiting for another guy to get on. As I said, Week 5 drops. Got new set of maps, because they're old maps, but well, maps don't change really. So Grimplexus drop 1 and 2, Mind Collective drops 3 and 4, and Canyon Network drop 5, old school style. As always, all drops are a 325 ton max, 3 cap conquest, and you can only use the chassis 5 times. Just waiting on one more from D4. So while we are here, we can look at some of the bracket stats from round 4. As MS Crawdads beat Panzer Regiment 3-2, Dropship 4 did 4-1 over Paragon Sect. DSAG beat White Knight Legion 3-2. Smoke Adders 3-7-3 beat Davian Spud Force 5-0. Sky Rangers over BTD, which I cast that last week, was 3-2 for Sky SROT. Claymore 5-0 to Ace's Wild Dead Man's Hand. 228 Wild Ones beat me and the rest of 228 Snack Watch 3-2. Death from Above 228 beats Furia 3-2. Clan Widowmaker beat Jade Corsair 3-2. Smoke Adders 505th beat Seraphim Regiment 3-2. CXF Clan Crossfire beat Ace's Wild Black Aces 3-2. JGX Black Omen 4-1 Majestic 12. Comstar Postal Service beat 228 Death from Below 5-0. CXF Clan Extra Fleet beat Aces Wild 5-0. Crab People 3-2 at Aces Wild Waffle House. And Imperial, as always, 5-0 Blackwatch. Kika telling me he thinks the Thanatos would be perfect for this drop. Oh no, I see what he's saying. Sleazy guys. Wow, while I'm talking all this rubbish, I guess I should be bringing up the right maps and whatnot, getting this shit organized since I don't have a co-caster with me today, so expect me trying so hard. So damn hard. Yeah, I think that looks all correct. So as of this week, we have Dropship 4 in 18th place, 2 and 2, with Sky Rangers in 22nd place at 2 and 2 as well. So this is a matchup when I was on Dropship 4, since I left to go fool around with 228 for a little bit. They're not frickin' ready with the red guy. We never got to play them in the Worlds last year, and this is basically what y'all waiting for. So they say they're ready, so let us do this thing.
Weapons online.
You know, I set up a controller and I forgot that I can't use push to talk on a controller since I didn't have that set up properly. So we're back to doing it the old crappy fashioned way. Staring at Dropship 4, we got a Astinius and a Javelin 11A, Wolfhound 2 for Pilot Air, Axe 64, my man in the Archer 2R, Yin Yang Spinny Thang, the Trebuchet 7N, and 2 Warhammer 6Ds for Psych U and Jigitka. Swinging over to the Sky Rangers of Terra side. Got Grey Fox and the Egger DD. My man, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, Savronis too. Well, you think they should have brought Thanatos for this drop. That would have been premium for Dropship 4. But you got Nemesis and a Dragon 5, Metafox and the Wolfhound 2, Black Cayman in the Wolf Vulcan. Mod dang it. Vulcan 5T and Optic Seagull in a Dragon 5N. Got Dropship 4 taking the quick Gamma Cap on this one. Nestini is getting close to Epsilon, but not touching it. He knows what he's doing. He's been around this type of scene for a long time. It looks like they want to take the high side here behind Epsilon, the Sky Rangers, but it seems Dropship 4 is making an interesting move to push Epsilon's side, as well as Pilot Air and the Wolfhound 2 are obviously going to get sight lines from the top of the hill. Probably not a bad idea if you can get up there quick. Oh, what? Distraction tactics. +2. Good job from Stinius. Taking Sky Ranger Terra off the beaten path. Oh. Yin Yang with Clag on that Trebuchet. Keeping them away from behind Epsilon so they don't have that advantage to hold the Sigma Gamma sight lines and caps. Yeah, Sky Ranger's still looking like they want to push up there behind the wall on Epsilon. As D4's all grouped together on the Epsilon side now. Yeah, the last time we saw Dragon 5Ns here, it did not go well for... I can't even think of who it went well for, but they brought the five Dragon 5Ns with the AC2s, and it didn't go well. They had their arms blasted off in a great push. But as I expected, there's going to be a lot of AC2s in this match, so... Interesting, 3 Ultra 2s, 1 Ultra 5. Yeah, you can see Sky Rangers sneaking over to Gamma. Over there. As well as D4 trying to quickly take Sigma from them, which probably be more difficult to uncap from them with the ballistics. I don't know if SRT's gonna have an easy time. So it's this strike here. Almost hitting Optic Seagull. Yeah, Yin Yang take a lot of damage on that top hill there. But popping UAV so that he can drop some Clag over that wall. Psyche running this hard push around the corner here. He might be just too far ahead from his homies Gitka and Axe, but they're coming up pretty quick, so they should be alright. And then if they get that backup from that Trebuchet with the Lerms, as well as from Axe and the Archer. Grey Fox, yeah, not doing so good at 67%. Axe knowing he's the prime target. You want to take that DD out quick with all those Ultra 2s. Oh, we got the Vulcan and the Wolfhound stuck in the backfield. Yeah, Nemesis just getting pounded by the Lerms. Savronis going down in the DD. We got another strike right here. Strike on both sides. God damn. Yin Yang going down the trebuchet. I think Nemesis was hit as well. Oh, and he is hurt. He is down. Nemesis going down by Psyche and the Warhammer. D4 doing a pretty good job here, but I think the two that came and flanked him from the back did give him just an annoyance. Didn't let them do what they were trying to do, as well as screwing up the LRM boats. What the hell is Optic Seagull? Oh, he's right in front of my face. My man Axe losing a torso and still doing okay. He's still got 3 lasers and 2 RM15s, which aren't going to help you very much right now with these stupid light mechs. And slash 40-ton medium in the Vulcan. But putting down Black Cayman, they just got Meta, Fox, and Optic Seagull to go here. Axe and Psyche in bad positions, bad health, but I think they will be fine. And that's it. Dropship 4 doing a great job of taking down Esrat. And looking at those quick damage numbers, D4 with the 410, 397, 357, 562 from Axe and that Archer. 389, the best from Optic Seagull and that Dragon 5N, putting in some good work. Those Jaeger DDs not getting as much damage as you'd want them to, but still doing a respectable amount of number. 328 from the Wolfhound and 118 from the Dragon 5N Nemesis, just not getting off what he wanted to.
Weapons online.
There's the current damage numbers. Not a lot of team damage, thankfully. Convenient. But a lot of good component destruction on the D4 side as well as from Optic Seagull, Metafox, and Black Cayman. Alrighty, getting that out of the way. But let's look at the map strat. There we go, finally. So as we were looking, Dropship 4, aw, you son of a... Dropship 4 made their way to the Epsilon side, as well as made some high point alphas from the Epsilon side. Whereas Sky Rangers of Terra went to Sigma and tried to come back and hold the F10 G10 line so they could have sight lines on both Sigma and Gamma. While Dropship 4 was intending to put some lerms down on them and bring the fire out, distract them from what was really going on, which is the team is getting ready to push around. I don't know if that's how far the wall is. But we're going to say that's what it is. And while they were technically down 2 mechs since the SROT guys were flanking behind, Dropship 4 had enough time to get in here and put down 2 mechs. I think it became 2-1 very quickly, and then it started to move on from there until the flanked S-Rot, Vulcan, and Wolfhound came back in and tried to help things out. Just couldn't get the job done, leaving it a 6-2 victory for Dropship 4.
Weapons online.
My man Sir Haven's back in here as well for Restaurant. Good to see ya. Still playing, still around. We got SROT ready to go, just waiting on D4 to pick their positions, if they're even moving at all. So like I said, hopefully my mic is fixed, as I reloaded my drivers and put it in a different plug, so... But we have both teams locked and ready, so let's rock and roll.
Weapons online.
A lot of people might not know, but the Sky Rangers of Terra have been around a long time in Knuckle Warrior Online. Been on the Steiner hub for almost as long as until they moved to their own hub, but you still see a lot of them hanging out every now and again, so... Big group of guys. As time goes on, you start to lose them, but they're still here, still playing hard, still doing comp, which is good to see. But while the dropships fall down from the sky,
Command coming in. Capture and hold the resource point. Stop any
let me tell you what I'm staring at. We got William Slayer and Sir Haven in the Wolfhound 2s, while the rest of SROT brought the Jaeger DDs again, the Battlemaster, and the Cicada 3M. So an interesting switch so far, bringing the long-range Battlemaster with the ER large lasers. Let me take a dipsy doodle over here to Dropship 4. We got Astinius in the tiny little flea, Yin Yang the Trebuchet again. Sweet Lord, these guys are far apart. Axe 64 and Gika in the Roughneck 3As, Psyche in the Battlemaster 2C. And another fast mover Pilot Air, my homie in the Vulcan 5T. Obviously going for the quick 2 cap. Let's see what they do from there, how they hold this and use it. Because it looks like SROT is intending to take the far side Epsilon position again.
is under enemy control.
I mean, we did see, I think BTD it was, who beat Sky Rangers of Terra on this same drop. Right over in this position around Kappa. I believe it was them. Might not be. My memory ain't what it used to be. But someone battled over here in what I thought was an awesome drop, since it wasn't what was to be expected. And it turned out well for the team who was on this hill, using all the height advantages and levels from this hill and valley here. But it looks like Dropship 4 is content to sit on this hamburger hill, I believe is what it's called, and hold position here. Only bad thing is they don't really have eyes, but they are getting eyes on Sigma right now, so with the other... Oh, yeah, he's not going to be capping in the Trebuchet. But Astinius is about to meet, and he's not going to be happy with that Cicada right here. But good idea, you don't want them to come try and take that cap. It was a quick touch cap on Sigma too, so. Sky Ranger's bringing in some heavy duty Wolfhound backup here. Grey Fox could use some help. Stinius is pretty damn good in the light mechs, I would know. We 2v2'd a bunch of teammates and just, I know he's good in it, so. But I assume Grey Fox and Sir Haven are no slouches either, as I've played with him before.
We've captured resource point Sigma.
So now we got Sky Rangers taking the 2-cap lead, 2-1 over Dropship. We'll see what they want to do here. Now with that ER large laser help, they should be able to hold Sigma Gamma a little bit easier. Both these Roughnecks were 3R large lasers, so they are trying to play that long-range ER game. Not a bad idea. It's always a good thing on these maps. They always work out well. Yeah, we got Sky Rangers holding this position out here in, would that be Hotel 10? I don't know. One of the 10s. Nemesis going to get behind cover of these rocks. Now in reality, this is the prime position to be in. Although you do want to be, since Dropship 4 did bring some lerms again, you want to be tight to that wall. But it looks like they are going to slowly make that corner push again. And they've had good luck with it in the last few drops that we have seen. Yeah, Dropship 4 making a good push here to generally hit. I mean, you got guys on the rocks, you got Astinius on the South Gamma side, and you got the rest of them pushing around the corner here. Doing a great job to time this, too. Stinius dropping the beautiful UAV. I don't think they noticed it, and that is going to just give Yin Yang all the time in the world to drop Brain and Clag on Black Cayman here, or whoever he decides. Dropship 4 making that good push around. Esrot trying to keep tight on the wall here and try to do a good job of minimizing. Oh, but Tisrana's going down by Stinius. That is not good. That's a DD down, baby. That's a lot of Ultra AC2 ammo you want to keep. And like I said, Yin Yang just raining down the Clag on whoever he wants here. Dropship 4 making that beautiful push around the corner, slicing the pie like champs, might I add. But you think they would have brought Thanatos to this drop? It would have been a little bit more essential. Nemesis going down. Still 5-3 on Sky Rangers. I don't know if they still got some weapons. Oh, and that's it. Sky Rangers of Terra all down. 5 max. Only Astinius going down in that fleet, who was deep in that battle for a long time. Just waiting for Dropship 4 to get the cap lead going here again, and that'll be it. Who's it gonna get it? That looks like a cap accelerator on pilot. It's good thinking.
The enemy has capped enough resources.
And that's it.
We've failed.
Yeah, holy smokes, yeah. Yin Yang with the 835 damage from the Clag. Hopefully a lot of that was from when he got the UAV up, but the rest of D4 with respectable numbers, 348, 342, 262, 309, 213. And SROT with 318 from Grey Fox and that Cicada, doing a hard job, right, running that freaking, to me, is a useless mech, but hey, it's still quick, it's still good. With light engines now, it's a lot more useful. Then William Slayer and the 313 and the Wolfhound 2. And 175 for Sir Haven, 121, 188, 181. And oh dear lord, that ping, 948. Jeez. Need to fix that man's computer and internet. Let me get you some proper stats. I don't know why it's not giving me the information here. Thank you. Oh, it's still not showing me shit. What the frazzle snacks?
Weapons online.
I still want to make this thing work. Frack! Nope, it is not going to show me any good stats. Son of a gun. Well, let me switch this thing over to Mining Collective. Everybody else's favorite drop place. Not this guy. See if SRT changes things up, because they did have great drops on this in Mining Collective against Blackthorn Dragoons, making good pushes, catching guys out of position and taking full advantage of it. Because although drop 3 is not good for either team. Sky Rangers just being drop 4 and not their most favorite drop, but Dropship 4 just being drop 3 not being their best on these stat sheets, so we'll see if they change around for this one. Now they've had good luck so far in drops 1 and 2. See if the luck continues. SROT saying they are ready. Just waiting on Dropship 4. Still just waiting for D4. Looks like they are ready now. I do hope so. Ah, yes. They are ready.
Weapons online.
This baby slide. Well, I should have brought my poop bucket, cause that's how real gamers do it. And I need to whiz. Looking at this sweet mining collective map, Sigma, Theta, Gamma are the caps to get. Everything else is disqualified. Staring at the red dropships that are coming in on me, we got 2 Grasshopper 5P and 5H, a Vulcan 5T. Oh, excuse me. Stenius in the Javelin 11, as well as Gekka in the Javelin 11. Stalker 3FB for Axe 64, obviously enjoying the slow mechs. Poor guy being forced to play that junk. I kid, it is a good mech. I just don't have it. I'm poor. But Savronis in a Cataphract OXP, a Cataphract 2X for Optic Seagull, a Cataphract 1X for Metafox, Nemesis and Wolverine 7K, a decent heavy 65 medium. 55 ton medium, sorry. And Choppy and Grey Fox in the Javelin 10Ms. Which are the SRM ones, which is what I would be using, but if you want to play that laser game, you pick another one. Interesting picks with the Cataphracts for this drop. I have not seen people play Cataphracts in a long time. And I don't think that strike's going to hit anybody. But it was almost perfect. Skyranger's trying to take full advantage of thinking Yin Yang is out of position. But he is getting the frick snacks out of dodge. Nemesis getting hurt pretty bad here, 70% now. Stenia's got to be careful. Down to 86% quick. Oh, with that OXP doing heavy damage. But kind of blocking in S-Rod into the corner here. So we got Grey Fox and Choppy working on Yin Yang. Yeah, and Yin Yang's got no backup right now. Gekka's trying to come in because he's pretty healthy, but he's just on the tail end of where they're going to be. But this might be a bad place for S-Rod. They're going to be down 2 mechs here. But Pilar there taking out Choppy. Yin Yang going down the Grasshopper, though. I mean, he was pretty hurt. Although Savronis, 50%. Nemesis going down from Stenius. Gekka taking down Savronis. Oh, it's happening so fast. Axe down to 62%. He's in a bad position as well. Pilar taking out Grey Fox. You're only left with 2 Cataphracts now. And they are working on taking out Axe. He's got 1 yellow shoulder, all open yellow CT in the back now. Pilot doing the best he can. Axe is trying to stay alive. He's still got lots of weapons, so he can still do damage, so you want to take him out. Gekka taking out Optic Seagull, the other Cataphract. And that is it. Another 5-6-1 for D4. God damn, that's a lot of UAVs. Looking at those damage numbers, Pilot Air and that Vulcan with a 614, 418 for Gekka. Yin Yang not getting a lot with that 148, but definitely sucking S-Rod into a position they didn't want to be in, thinking they could catch him off guard, but he got away quickly enough. Axe with the 406, 236 with Stinius, 328 for Psyche and the other Grasshopper. And on the SROT side, Grey Fox and the Javelin 10 doing great work at 336. The other buddy Choppy with 111, 193 for Optic, 178 for Metafox, 128 for Nemesis. Just not getting a lot of work done in that Wolverine as he was hurt pretty early on when he was just a little bit behind. And Serranus in that Cataphract OXP with 185. Let's see if I can get this damn stat sheet to work. Well, this one works fine.
Weapons online.
There we go. So Franz with 20 team damage, or total drinks managed, depending on how you look at this. But a lot of component destructions. Pilot Air with 8 components destroyed. Gosh, dang, man. Gonna move some mechs around while you ladies and gentlemen stare at the score sheet. And we are all good. And now, since we moved everybody, let's do a giveaway.
Weapons online.
If I had it open. So just enjoy the black screen for now. Yeah, let's give away that 1000 MC. And hopefully you guys are paying attention so I can give it to you. But you come find me, System Belmont, in the Twitch chat. Send me a whisper and I get you some MC, my friends. And Black Temprap. You come find me, System Belmont. Private message me. I'm in the... You can find me in the moderators area. Holler at me to get you some MC, my friend. So hopefully you're paying attention. Hopefully you're hanging out in chat, talking, saying the things. Talking smack if you have to. I don't care as long as you're paying attention. I know the guys who are playing are, so it shouldn't be too difficult. We got Dropship 4, Lances locked.
Weapons online.
I guess if I could do this quickly. So looking at the thing, we had Dropship 4 was on Team 2 side. That's why it looked all odd. And they came in, tried to duck around, hide in some places. Wow. SROT came in, wanted to come down through Delta 4, Delta 5, but then got stuck going through here. thinking they could come up here and take out Yin Yang in the corner here. Two of them did get back here, make an axe run, drop down to Echo 5, but Yin Yang came in, backed out, got stuck here, and then after that, they kind of all pushed in, take out the other two, and then everybody came in, and then it was a brawl, as always. But everybody's ready to go, so let's...
Weapons online.
Quick. Update my score sheet
Weapons
before I forget.
online.
And let it ride.
Coming in. Capture and hold the resource point. Stop any hostiles that get in your
So
way.
while I'm staring at Grey Fox and a Victor 981, Choppy and the Bushwhacker, as well as Sylvanas and Black Cayman, all in the P1s, I assume we have Sir Haven and William Slayer and the Assassin 23s over here. So let's check out what Dropship 4 brought. We got Yin Yang, that Trebuchet again, taking it full advantage of those quirks. Stinius and the Javelin 10-9. 10-9? 10-9! 10N. Gitka and the Roughneck 3A. Pilot and the Thunderbolt 5SS. Cyclone Jack, my man, in the Crab 27B. And Psyche and the Roughneck 3A again. Obviously taking full advantage of those laser quirks. And again with the Clag William Slayer, just trying to hide and stay out of position. Because it looks like they're going to make the Sigma Capacide push. Yang just holding on a little bit longer, making himself a little bit of bait. 4 UAVs in the air right now. 4 from Dropship. Yeah, 4 from Dropship 4. Sky Ranger's doing a hard push here. Trying to make something happen. Pilot Air down to 51%. Those Bushwhackers are trying to take him out hot quick. I assume they'll be going for Cyclone next. Yeah, down to taking down Pilot Air. Black Cayman. Psyche taking down Grey Fox and that Victor 981. I assume that was a heavy Gauss Victor 2. I never got a chance to look, but... yeah, we got Sylvanas. I thought he shut down. Him and Choppy trying to take out Cyclone Jack. As well as Black Cayman and William Slayer going for Sir Haven, the Assassin 23. Psyche trying to catch up or trying to put their fire down on Slayer. William Slayer taking out Gitka. Did not see him down there. Oh, Cyclone getting shut down, 36%. That might be it. He's going to have to try and tank that twist. Oh, shut down again. Not a good place to be Sylvanas. Well, Choppy was stuck behind the back there. Sylvanas trying to use those missiles to finish him off. But keeping them in the open so the Trebuchet can rain lerms down on them. Choppy taking down Cyclone Jack. Sky Ranger having the slight advantage here, being 4-3. Now being brought back with Psyche killing William Slayer. Yin Yang still got the high ground. Oh yeah, Psyche, ooh, open all over, but still got 7 medium pulse lasers, so... Choppy taking out Astinius, Yin Yang getting Choppy. But only being... I might have a hard time with that Assassin. taking down Psyche. So Varonis in that Bushwhacker P1. Oh, a fresh Yin Yang in that Trebuchet 7M. But only with 2 ER small lasers, he's going to have a tough time with Sir Haven being right on him. Just trying to stay away from some Brawn as well in that Bushwhacker P1. Although he's stuck with 1 Artemis, SRM 6 plus Artemis, so he won't be too much trouble, but... Oh, Sir Haven is legged! Dropship for losing the cap game here, although it's not. Yeah, Sir Haven taking full advantage of the cap game. You might as well. And Ying needs to turn and take down Savronis in that Bushwhacker P1. As he is looking like he's going to go take Gamma. Sounds and looks like to me like they were told to cap, although Savronis in a bad position here. Going to meet up with Yin Yang. With no backup from Sir Haven, just guarding Theta. Is he out of missiles? Ying Yang taking us Savronis. If he's out of missiles, this is going to be an interesting match.
We have Gamma.
Because then he can't take high ground. He can't rain missiles on that assassin. And while the Trebuchet's got a lot more armor, minus that leg being open, the back being open. Yeah, Sir Haven still got those 3 S from 6 plus Artemis, and he is fresh, just missing a leg. So there's a possibility here with the speed advantage. Yin Yang could hold a cap, try to get in a place where he can hold cap advantage. It's just going to be super tough. This might be the long game now. Because Sir Haven won't want to leave Theta. Because even if he does, just kind of puts him in a bad... Oh, he's still got Lerms! There we go. Now Sir Haven's in trouble. Gotta get behind cover here. Yang going to try and keep the caps a little bit closer by going to take Sigma, I assume, and then keep him off with the Lerms as he tries to come in. Whereas Sir Haven's got to get it within that 300 meter range. Yeah, it looks like Sir Haven's going to want to try and catch him on the way out. Not a bad idea with the weapons he's got. Because all he has to do is leg Yin Yang and then somehow get out of there. Or try and finish him. I don't know, it's going to be interesting. Yin Yang still being smart about his positioning. With the speed and the jump jets, he should have all the advantage here. I want to know. I want to know if he's low on Lerms. Like at that last one, when he was fully in the open, was the last shot. And he's got lots of time to decap that. Ish. Lots of ish time. I mean, if he's got Lerms, he's got all the time in the world. Sir Haven shutting down.
Is ours.
Or he's just called it because he knows they've lost. No, you had a chance. There's always a chance. Especially with those freaking small lasers. Oh my god. And that is it. D4 going for the long win on this one. Doing a great job at holding off. And legging the assassin. Critical to this win. Because if Sir Haven had both legs, she'd be a different story. And Yin Yang again in that trebuchet with 867 damage. 557 coming from Psyche in the Roughneck. 310, 26, 86, sorry. 155 from Pilot, who didn't have a good chance. And 343 from Stinius doing good work in that Javelin. But Sir Haven and William Slayer, 588 and 5 hundo in those Assassin 23s, doing some darn good work, as well as 486 from Choppy in that Bushwhacker P1, just being in the right positions. Sevron is doing 377, Black Cayman doing 2 hundo, and Gary Fox doing 161, just not getting to do the work that he got to do, wanted to do. But as we've watched in the previous battles, these victors get picked off quick, so let me try and get you guys some stats.
Weapons online.
And looking at the stats, 12 total drinks managed from Pilot Air. Those are rookie numbers. You need to bump those numbers up. I mean, look at Sir Haven with 19, Sevranus with 21. That's a lot of drinks managed, my friend. But Yin Yang with 8 components destroyed. Choppy with 6. Sevranus with 4, and William Slayer with 3. Psyche with 5 on the Roughneck 3. Those are some good components destroyed numbers. It's good to see that. Let's switch over
Weapons
and look at these stats
online.
again. Probably switch the maps too. Tell me something good. But SROT doing a way better job in that drop 4. Being foreskin close to a win. Almost doing it. Still haven't seen any Thanatos yet. Bit of a disappointment. I'm not holding my breath. You're hurting me, Gitka. You're hurting me, buddy. Yeah, I gotta do that giveaway.
Weapons online.
Alright, for a mech bay, because we already wasted the $1,000 giveaway, which has Black Tim Rap has come and found me. He found me on Discord under System Belmont as well. Or whatever it is. I am in the MWO comp admin fields, so you can find me there. Or on the Twitch under System Belmont for the mods. I will get to you when everything's over, just so you know, because I'm busy right now. I don't like doing things during the match, so I'll get to you later. But let's see it! As I assume everyone's waiting for me. Cake Town, who was hassling me at the start of the match in chat, you got yourself a mech bay, my friend. Holler at me, you know who I am. Or if you don't, well, you ain't getting shit, so make a choice. I know you know where to find me. Holla at me. Holla la la la.
Weapons online.
Let's watch the mechs. Drop 5. Let's dance. I can't say here's hoping for a quick drop 5 an interview so I can pee, but let's make it a good one, gents. That's a nice paint job on that assassin. And staring at Sky Ranger's the Terra side, we got Grey Fox in the Victor 9A1 again, the loyalty version this time. He's trying to make money. They don't make extra money in these matches. William Slayer and a Sir Haven and Choppy in the Assassin 23s. Black Cayman and a Vindicator 1X. Fresh choice for this, man. I don't think we've seen one of those so far. And Optic Seagull in the other Victor 9A1. We'll see how that Vindicator does, piloted by Black Cayman. Looking at Pilot Nestinius and the Javelin, the Vulcan roll in quickly here to Theta. They're going to be met with some resistance pretty quick. Gitka in the Roughneck, Psyche in the Warhammer, Axe in the Warhammer, and Yin Yang in the Trebuchet. And things are going to start happening pretty quickly. Well, maybe not, because they're ducked behind still, so... Gitka in a bad place, though, trying to get the hell out of here in that Roughneck, but he might as well just turn and fight and get something off. Not having a chance, just being just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah, Grey Fox taking down Gitka. Strike on the tower. So much going on right there. Yin Yang trying to take out William Slayer and that Assassin 23 who's trying to pounce on him. But he's down to 64%. Yin Yang still at 100. I don't know if that's the right move. But he has backup with Sir Haven and Choppy coming in quick and hard. Optic Seagull with the Victor. I think he's got all 10s on that thing. Oh, Grey Fox taking down Astinius. But he is hurt down to 55%. Psyche's still basically way in the open there. Or the Axe is kind of near him. Pilot trying to do his best to survive the Vindicator. Optic Seagull getting massacred by the frickin' airstrike? Axe taking down Grey Fox. Choppy taking down Axe. Psyche in a bad position. You're down to 50% with a decent condition. Sir Haven and William Slayer. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Sky Rangers of Terra taking drop 5. 6-1. I guess I should probably get in the Discord. Might be a good idea.
They Hostile on.
Yeah, some great damage numbers from Grey Fox and that Victor, who got to do great work this time with 574 damage. 343 from the other Victor, Black Cayman, and that Vindicator 213. 301 from the Assassin, 283 and 128. D4 side, 428 from the Warhammer, 264 from the other Warhammer the Axe was piloting. Yin Yang only doing 206 this time, just not getting to do what he wanted to do this time with the Lerms. Even though they still didn't bring ECM or any sort of AMS. 99 for Gitka and the Roughneck, 138 for Estinias and the Javelin. So it's like you doing the best with that 428. Get you some fresh damage numbers on this again.
Weapons online.
Psych you doing 60 team damage. That was obviously from an errant strike gone wrong. Might have been the one on the tower where I was up there. 24 from Black Cayman and Optic Seagull doing 15. Pretty even right there as well. Grey Fox with the 4 damage. Components destroyed, sorry. As well as 2 and 2 from the Assassin, Black Cayman, the Vindicator. Been putting in some good work. And like I said, great damage numbers. The Victor getting to do what it needed to do this time around. So just waiting for someone to come in to say hello. Unless they're gonna leave me here.
Weapons online.
Which they just might. Well, so far it's not looking good. But that is a 4-1 win for Dropship 4 against Sky Rangers of Terra in a match that has been waited on for a long time. Yin Yang, my man.
Yo.
It is interesting being on this side of the being able to cast Dropship 4 for the first time.
Right?
And it was an exciting set of drops, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was. It was a good set of drops.
I mean, you guys had a great drop 1 and 2. And then 4 was so close. So close.
Yeah, we had a great start to the night, and then very, very close matches there at the end.
So I don't know if anybody's coming from Sky Rangers. But let's talk about drop 1 and 2 then. Because I think I still have them up here. Like, you guys had a lot of good damage numbers in drop 1. Only losing you and Gitka and the Trebuchet and the Warhammer. I don't even know why I can't even think which map that is.
Stinius is above, I think. He's gonna join us.
Just hogging the cast.
There you go.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for casting us.
Like I said, Yin Yang, it's weird to be on this side of casting for Dropship 4. I'm like, oh man, this will be the first time.
Nice.
Never get to. Was always playing or watching. But yeah, good drops 1 and 2 really solidified your getting the win off to an early start. I think is the best way to put it.
Very much so. Those last ones were a couple nail biters, and then they showed us how to speed brawl there at the end.
They had a super clean line, that canyon. We just didn't respond to it near fast enough. We identified it, but didn't make the right move to save our fatties by the satellite.
Yeah, well, when I was watching, you could see Gitka just out of nowhere get jumped by everybody. Like, it looked like they were going to go try and take Theta or then swing around, but then they seen him and just pounced. Which is what we seen them do against Blackthorn Dragoons.
Yes.
So I guess the only drops that stick out to me, since I'm staring at drop 3 right now, is the Cataphracts. The Wolverines, the Cataphracts, and the Javelins. On Mining Collective. Did that guys catch you guys off guard, or?
A little bit, yeah. Cataphracts are nothing to scoff at in this mode for being push mechs. They're a little slow, but they're armored like a damn assault, and they're hard to kill. I think that was shown there kind of in that game. It took us a little bit of time to chew through all that armor.
Because I think that was... I must be thinking of drop. Is my shit not in order here? What the hell? No, it's in order. That was drop 3.
Drop 3's right, yeah.
Yeah, because that was the one where you were just off to the side, and you baited them towards the far side, and then came back.
Correct, yep.
Yeah, I think that was a great job, baiting them over there and having them try and come and swing around. Have to swing around.
Right. Yeah, overall, actually, the decks that we put together for this week seemed to go quite smoothly, except for that very last speed brawl that we encountered. But that deck in particular that you're talking about on drop 3 was specifically set to pull mechs kind of out of position, force mechs out of position, and let them kind of fall into medium pulse mechs.
Yeah, with the Grasshoppers, Javelin, and the Stalker.
Yep.
Yeah, because I think what you guys had, I mean, for basically you ran the Trebuchet on most of the drops. I think that was a great idea. Drop 1, you had 2? Just you and Axe? With the Lerms?
Yeah, we had the Treb and an Archer in drop 1.
Yeah, and then bringing the Trebuchet on the other 3 drops. I thought that was a great idea, because they never really seemed to... They never brought AMS and they never brought ECM to cover it, because it wasn't like it was a huge issue, but when you look at the damage numbers, it was a huge issue, even if it was just one of you.
Yeah, they brought ECM actually that second drop with that Cicada with the R larges. But at that point in time, when they decided to bring that mech, they didn't have a mech with jump jets to knock me off that wall, which worked out super good. That just kind of was the tail of the tape of that one. They weren't able to get me out of position to stop me shooting. On drop 1, I kind of was just in the mix of things with the other big mechs, and then they finally dislodged me there in that game 5, but that was after they had killed Gitka right off the get-go.
Well, you guys did a great job of slicing the pie on that drop. In drop 1.
Yeah, our laser mechs put in a lot of work. A lot of great trades.
You gonna say something, Stanies? Or did I just... That might have been me, sorry. Well, let's talk about drop 4. How that ended up with you and Sir Haven. Because you guys had legged him mid-fight. Which, had you not legged him, things would have been very different. But that was just beautiful. Because how low were you on Lerms?
After I killed the Bushwhacker, I had 2.5 shots. So I shot him once in passing from like home cap to home cap. I passed him once in Theta, shot him once there, shot him again in passing once, and then used my last half volley when I went to Theta at the end. And then my last half volley was it, and then I was capping Theta, and all I had left was my 2 ER smalls.
Yeah, and I seen that. I figured you had to be low, and those 2 ER smalls are just, compared to his 3 SRM plus 6 was hard to miss.
Right.
It was just enough.
Yeah, it was just barely enough, and he brought just not enough, because he could have probably caught me at points and times with positioning with my open leg, but I was lucky enough to kind of get from cap to cap unscathed.
Yeah, no, playing the wide game for the caps was definitely to your advantage, and like you said, him being legged definitely hurt how he could move and how he would attack. Because I don't think he knew your out of lerms, maybe just that you weren't using them.
Right.
To a certain advantage, so.
And I didn't. I knew that I had those 2.5 shots, and I used them very sparingly and only when I knew that they were going to hit and not clip terrain or anything like that.
Yeah, and yeah, when I was running around with the camera, you could see that. I was like, you picked the right time to use them so they didn't miss.
Yep.
And then, yeah, drop 5, just like you said, we were talking before, just getting
Esra
cut off.
Put together a very good speed brawl deck, and they executed it basically perfectly. Shout out to them, and a good drop set against those guys. And thank you to them for a good night worth of fights, and hopefully a good night worth of fights for everybody else.
Yeah, well, like I said, they were extremely good at catching mechs out of position against Blackthorn Dragoons, and that's exactly what they did. But still ended up with a 4-1 win for you guys. 25 kills to 15, so great job out there. Hope to see more in week 6. It'll be interesting to see who you guys get matched up with.
Yeah, let's just see how that shakes out and where we stand after this week and where we stand if we get to win next week.
So thanks for having me. Got anything else?
Yeah, thanks for casting, man. I appreciate that. And thanks to Esra for the games.
Sounds good, gentlemen. I'll hopefully talk to you soon. So you have a good night.
Later, man.
All right, man.
And again, great job for Dropship 4, winning 4-1 against Sky Rangers of Terra. Not an easy team to beat, as I think only Furia has really, they 5-0'd them, and everybody else has kind of had a tough time. So good win, good game on both sides. So again, if anybody hasn't been paying attention, go check out Cozen Indigo's Incoming Missile podcast. He's doing a lot of good work for us, as well as giving us the stat sheets that I put in the pre-match so everyone can see and compare stats and the versus menus and stuff like that. And well, thanks to the rest of the support staff on here. We've been doing a lot of hard work, and Ace is Wild for doing the tournament, keeping things up to date. And I will see you suckers tomorrow for EMP versus Black Omen with Cyclone Jack co-hosting, and then I will be back here on Saturday for White Knight Legion versus Aces Wild Black Aces. That's who it is. We haven't seen Black Aces yet, I believe, so should be interesting. So pay attention, hang out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.